Cheers to all the 3-point collectors. Big cheers to the 3-point collectors. Liverpool sit down. Some Liverpool fans you must be some of the saltiest sons of bitches to ever walk the earth, They went from classy fan base, we don't do this. You were a salty bunch. A salty bunch. You, man, all we heard was we're 5 for 5. The top of the table. Praise us. Tell us how great we are. We're picking up points even though we're not playing well. To go 0 for 4 and everyone is supposed to not say anything. Now I see Liverpool fans are getting on to United fans. Oh, they're celebrating like they won the league. They're celebrating like they won the league. Why are they celebrating so much? Hey, shut up. Shut the fuck up. You can't be celebration police today. Because every single one of you thought you were going to win. But we know you were lying through your teeth. We knew the apprehension and the nervousness was palpable. It was so glaring that we could reach out and touch it. We knew we knew that chest was fake. We knew that was fake chest. You know how I know it was fake chest? It's Arsenal's title to lose. Trying to play hot potato with the pressure. Oh, Jesus. What a bunch of crazy motherfuckers. Yeah? Now, I predicted a 1-1, and I want to apologize to United because you won that and you deserve to win it. How dare I disrespect what you were going to put out on the pitch today? 0010 complete. Most stinky. World-class McAllister. I remember a whole bunch of people were punching me up in this chat this summer when I said McAllister is not world-class. Mr. Batter, the Waffle Don, everyone, he's world-class. No, he is not. Matter of fact, I urge you to go watch the me and Shane Gouina just did on Shane Gouina's channel. Because now the Liverpool fans want him sold. When have we ever heard a world-class player want to be sold by their fan base? That's universally world-class. Can we speak on it now, people? Can we criticize Liverpool for being 0 for 4? Because when they were 5 for 5, that's all they would say. We couldn't say anything else. You're not playing well. It's not sustainable. 5 for 5. Top of the table. Where are you? Now you, man, want to just deflect off to Man United. Their league position. How about that? You can't deflect to Man United right now if you're Liverpool. You just lost to a team on negative goal difference. You have to hold that. You have to hold your legs. Are you going to win the league? Nope. They're not going to win the league, but they're allowed to celebrate this win over you. Because all of a sudden now, nothing matters. It's only May. So let's close up all the group chats. Let's shut down all the channels. And let's reconvene in May just because Liverpool are losing right now. Because when you are winning, we can talk football. But when you're shit, we're just meant to, no, we can't. It's all about let's reconvene in May. No, we can talk about how bad you've been. And I'm still waiting for the convincing performance. Because when I say that you haven't had a convincing performance all season, I get pushback. Where is it? Where is the convincing performance? Was it convincing versus Bournemouth? No, it wasn't. The score, if you're doing result-based analysis, might look convincing, but it wasn't. It absolutely wasn't. You were the better team and deserved to win. But if I'm talking convincing wins, it came down to what? The 88th minute, Chiesa. 80-something minute versus us. And today, under pressure, because there was one team under pressure today. Only one. There was no pressure on Man United to win that game. All the pressure was on Liverpool. And you fluffed your lines. Now, a couple weeks ago, I came on here and I said, no, what's the likelihood of happening is, what's more likely to happen? Liverpool to lose 4 in a row or Amorim to do back-to-back wins at Anfield? Universally, 98% said, yeah, when you're out of form, Man United is the team that you want to play. And after we beat United this season, after Arsenal beat them, hot take, I don't know who remembers it. I said, hot take, Man United will beat Liverpool this season because there is no way Man United in the same season are going to lose to Arsenal and are going to lose to Liverpool in the same season. And we already beat them, so luckily we played them first, and then we're going to get up for this game regardless. What a weekend of football. Arsenal won. Arsenal won the football weekend. We got our points. Tottenham lost. United won. Liverpool lost. It's all good. It's all good. Big up to Suge with the super chat early. Big ups to Suge, man. I hope you are well. Super said, big up the world class chat. Hit the likes. 6:20 a.m. and just on the way to the office, but had to come drop some respect. You are too kind, Suge. And big up to you for checking in earlier on the off-topic podcast with Shane Gooner. That was an absolute delight to have you on there as well. Big up to Kwaja. Kwaja said, Man United's first league with the Anfield since January 2016. No, I can't even claim that I thought Liverpool was going to lose this game. I thought it was going to be a draw. I predicted a 1-1. I knew United would get something because Liverpool cannot keep clean sheets. Now it remains the only team that went to Anfield that did not score this year, Arsenal and cowardly Arteta. Now I hope the Arteta defenders are knowing and are hearing why I was overly upset. I'm pretty sure they were upset too that we lost the game. But I was overly upset and overly critical that we lost the game because we did not attack. Even goddamn a championship Southampton went there and scored. I asked the man, hey, do you think that when Amorim is going to go there in a couple of weeks and play scared like Arteta did? No. You see what happens when you play for a draw, you lose. When you go for a win, you just might get it. Big up to Kwaja. For the love, bro. Big up to the Waffle Don. Oh, look, it's Big Harold. That damn forehead is worth a damn. The way he leaped. Yo, Maguire looked like his movement was striker-esque in the box, the way he moved away from Kanate to get lift and put that big-ass forehead on that ball. Once he made contact, that was in. Harry Maguire, the hero redemption complete. Big up Wahaha from Jalil. Hey, slabhead for the win. Let's go. The Maguire dagger. Big up to the assemble. Hope you are good, sir. They wanted goal called out because VVD tried to kill Maka. Mad. Now, yeah, that was a foul on not a foul. That was a head injury, so to speak. And by the laws of the game should have been stopped. However, like I told the big man them in the group chat, that yes, it should have been stopped, but Liverpool still had 5 defenders that could have and should have dealt with that. Especially when you have the best center back in the world, an experienced defender. Deal with it. Let him kick over the bar, let him put it wide, make a save, and then go cuss Michael Oliver. But that was a teammate on teammate. And this is the thing with these damn head injuries, yeah? Last week, Shane Gooner and I, and a couple others, Kenny Ken and Jez, we had a discussion on what the rules are and what the rules that we would change. And part of it was to get shithousery out of the game and try to cut down on time wasting. And one of the things that Shane suggested was that these men should be retroactively fined when they fake injuries, because you see these men will go down holding their face when the contact was in their knee. So everyone goes down holding their head. Now, if Michael Oliver if man was unconscious or just laying flatlined on the ground, he probably would have stopped the game. Right? But unconscious people can't do this. So he was holding his head. You play to the whistle. At that level, the highest level of English football, you play to the whistle, and he didn't. So that right there completely turned Anfield into a library. And I do think the first 20 minutes of the game, Liverpool would have been all over him. And if they dealt with that, they would have got my 1-1. But the fact that Liverpool went down so early, 63 seconds on the clock, I'm like, okay, now United have an actual lead to defend. Let's see what they can do. But this is a perfect result. It's an absolute perfect result if you are Arsenal Football Club. Big up to Guna SE. Hope you are good, bro. Man does not respect every time. Big up to Cooper. Hope you are good, recovering from your surgical procedure. Big up to Scans TV. Say no deflection for me, poor performance. Yeah, Scans energy be completely consistent, to be fair. Performance was poor. Mo Salah was poor. You know, he got that chance. There are people who triple captained them today in their FPL, saying that, yo, United come into Anfield. You know what it is. And we all know a couple of Liverpool fans that we love. Big up to Scans, big up to LFC Monster. But I'm sure everyone is going to tune into DR Sports tomorrow to see the AGT get cooked. Because he is about the most snobby Liverpool fan that you can find. Everyone saw Uncle Chris have a meltdown on the mob today. You guys came through. United hope you don't button. So this is the thing. United are going to go lose to Brighton next week. This is what they do. This entire thing played out exactly how I called it. You know, if this were a big channel and I had 40,000 people watching and 40 people viewing this, they'd be like, damn, BBK got a crystal ball. No, they were going to beat Sunderland after they shit the bed to Brentford. They're going to beat Sunderland and they were going to go to Anfield and they were going to get something out of the game. Didn't see a window. Not going to lie. I've been saying how shit Liverpool been every game. They play like old men looking at me funny. Yeah, you have been saying that Liverpool have been saying, but you also didn't have chest for Sunderland at home, wahaha. When I said you beat Sunderland at home, you pushed back like, nah, we ain't beating Sunderland. Have you seen how shit we were? So if they're shit and you're shit and you go into their gap and it's a rivalry game on the run of play, you would expect them to do better. Yeah? But a 1-1, which seemed like it was going to be a fair result on the day, but Harold had other plans. Yes, Scans has been consistent with the energy. Not going to be fair, not going to lie. Big up to Hendo. Hope you are good, my guy. So Arsenal are the only team that fails to score. Facts. Yep. The only team the only team at Anfield. Burnley. It's us and Burnley. So pretty much the only two teams that said we are not going to attack. We are playing for a draw today, and this is what happens. Now, I'm of the opinion, right? I'm of the opinion, people, that we might be the only top 6 team that Liverpool beat at Anfield this year. Because I think City going to get something there. I really do. I think City going to get something at the Etihad. Dare I say Tottenham could get something there. They damn sure don't have smoke for Chelsea. Because the first sign of weakness that I noticed against Liverpool was the Chelsea game. When it was 1-1 and they were trying, you would think they'd be trying to win the game, and Arne Slott brought on Endo instead of Chiesa and still conceded. So that tells me that you were playing for a draw when you bringing on a DM to shore up the game. But I think Endo was hurt today, so he had to bring on Chiesa. And who set up the goal for the equalizer? Chiesa. But he didn't do that. He didn't bring on Chiesa at Stamford Bridge. He was playing for a draw. You lose. Arteta was playing for a draw at Anfield. You lose. This is what happens. Go for the win, Amorim. Look at that. Imagine that. Now, this could be a catalyst that can spring United into something if you're a United ultra positive. I don't think it will. Like I said, I think they lose to Brighton next week. Probably a 3-2 or something like that. But this is what they do. Every time you think United is just going to crumble, they find a result. A good weekend for the Arsenal fans. A fantastic weekend. And then I could have led the show with that's what you were scared to attack, Arteta. That's what you were scared to attack, you know. You could have got at these men. That constellation, that Sabazla goal should have been a constellation. I'm sticking to that. Now, SB and Catch, they hear my points and they say, no, we lost to a wonder goal. No, that should have made the game 2-1 us. We should have had a goal. But then you go there with Gyökeres and you leave Eze on the bench. What fucking sense does that make? It actually makes more sense to start Eze without Gyökeres than to start Gyökeres without Eze. Because Eze can score and he can create his own chances. Gyökeres can't do any of that. Jesus. Big up to Arsenal Spartan TV. Arsenal. Be a sub saying I'm going too far with Tottenham. So, that's because I seen Tottenham go to the Etihad and keep a clean sheet against City. City that everyone is saying are full blown in the title race. Beyond the Waffle Down disagree there. I think City will falter as well. No Rodri, no Partey. I'm sticking to that. And you know, over the next couple of games, I'm gonna get pushback from that because City have a good run of games that I expect them to win. I don't think City needs Rodri to beat Everton at home. No, I do not. But I think the other games they will. Big up to Shell Don. Where's Waffle Don? He has to be on stream for the smoke. I don't know. Is my bro Waffle Don about Waffle Don? If you're about, shoot me a message. Thank goodness we already had our game yesterday, or Mikhail would have lost against Fulham again. So that's what it is. When we play pressure, the pressure has gotten to them. Thank you all for hitting the like button so far, people. You're far too kind, and I greatly appreciate it this Sunday evening, the Sunday morning, wherever you are watching from. Most of you is Sunday night in the UK. So I greatly appreciate it. There's some NFL going on. Come on, you Gunners. Big up Sheldon, bigging up the lot. Liverpool fans saying undeserved, but they managed to keep the game leveled for a total of 5 minutes. They can't say that. There is no way. So this is why I get the and the Liverpool fan that will say that, right? Because if Liverpool, you beat Burnley by a set piece. You beat Atletico at the last minute, set piece. You beat us by a set piece. So you got done off a set piece today. Poetic justice. Yes. All right, Teta's Army, strong. Uh-oh. Let me find out Arsenal Spartan TV is a full-blown Arteta strong. Big up. Credit to Amorim. He got United to Anfield and played without fear. Facts, absolute facts. Back-to-back wins at Anfield. How likely is that? Now, what if something was going to give today? Either Amorim was going to get his first back-to-back win at Anfield at the expense of Liverpool. No one saw that coming. And I want United fans, I don't want you to ever let these men live this down. Make sure this is a stick that you can beat them with. All the opportunities United have to get back-to-back wins. They couldn't get it. They saved it for their biggest rival. And you did that while keeping Verts to 0010. Oh, damn. Here goes Sabby. Sweet talking her boo. Mateo. Oh, Lord. Big up, man. Some dap is going on. Yes, big up to you, Chisabi. Hope you are good. Manners and respect to you. Getting your flowers from our beloved, the assembled. Yes, I did. I called a 1-1. I absolutely did. Big up Arteta, a bitch for not going for that win at Anfield. Yeah, bro. He's a straight, PU2SY. Just, and I look at that and I'm saying, that's what you were scared to attack, bro. But you know what? You're not allowed to say that because we're top of the table. You're not allowed to be critical, So when they ask me if I'm still mad about it, you goddamn right I tell them I'm still mad about it. Didn't like it. This is not a blip anymore. It's not. And I haven't even looked at the rest of their fixtures because this is enough of a skid for them to realize, oh, there's something is wrong. There's pressure being piled on. There was no pressure last year. We're going to call it a spade. He had a free hit. And I mean a free hit, not as in he could have finished 10th and kept the job. But a free hit as in just keep the ship steady. Just you inherited a Premier League winning squad. Yeah, but I thought Sunderland is better than Liverpool. Okay, now you're just taking a goddamn piss. Wahaha. This is a piss take. Now you're going too far. AFC said, Taron, you know what's funny? Ever since Nems, they have lost 4 games. So you won't see Nems around these parts ever. You will see Nems probably over by the catch-up, but you won't see Nems. Nems is too embarrassed because you man call him out. And you hold him to account. So you won't see him around these parts. The Nems curse is real. And I was actually thinking this as the game is going to go on. I don't know who was watching along. I was just popping into their chat during halftime because I stay off my phone once the game is on. I'm locked in. Yeah? And I was thinking, the next time you see a Nems, it's going to be Nems MCFC. Yeah, he's going to switch to City and go hijack City chats, City streams and City group chats. I think Tottenham can go there and get something. If you're Tottenham, you're going, because here's the thing. This is what Tottenham have the best home record. No. They have the best road record in the league. They assembled. I think Tottenham has 10 points away. We have 9. They have the most away points. They are good on the road. They are shit at home for some reason. But on the road, they are good. so they can get something there. I'm telling you, I'm going to double down, triple down on it. Last year's Liverpool team was better than this one. Last year Liverpool team had Trent. So what Liverpool have decided to do was they decided to bank on Gakpo over Diaz. They wanted to keep Diaz on pence, on shit wages. So they said, let's go to Bayern Munich. Imagine you win the league as the starting left winger for your football club. Starting left winger who had to be you played most of the season in the false nine because the manager didn't rate Darwin. So you played out of position and you still helped your team to a Premier League title. And they were like, nah, we ain't gonna give you a pay raise. And bang, he goes. Then they go get Frimpong. Frimpong, who had to come on for Mo Salah because Mo Salah was so stinky. You see what's going on here? That the Liverpool fans have to answer for this. We're going to ask it, why was your GOAT being hooked in the 85th minute for a right back? Oh, shit. Uncomfortable conversation. GOAT Salah. GOAT Salah hooked in the 85th minute when you need a goal for a right back. Now, Frimpong, they put a good cross on the top of Gakpo's head that he put wide, to be fair. But still, Mo Salah being hooked for Frimpong. What happened to Rio? Oh, my goodness. We'll never lose again. Now, you losing to Brighton next week. It's hard to overlook Gunnar SC. And those who overlook it are just, they don't want to see it. They do not want to be seen as negative, which is something I have no problem doing. They call it negative. They can call it whatever they want. But I know what the hell I saw. I saw you, man, go to Anfield with a worse team than us and boss Liverpool. First time yeah, I don't normally curse, but sometimes they slip out. Waffle Don called me out for saying United click, Liverpool getting cooked. Talk to me nice, bro. Hey, listen, you know what, Sheldon? Dig up yourself. Dig up your damn self. You did say that. You did say that. I didn't think they were clicking, but I just think they were good enough. I think they were good enough to beat Sunderland at home. Now, if that's what it took to motivate them to go into a shock result, hey, go for it. But they did the damn thing. They did what we couldn't. Yeah? They went to Liverpool and they scored 2 fantastic goals. But you know that United will not drop points in it. Yes, facts. They're losing to Brighton on Sunday. Yep, Saturday or Sunday, whatever they play. They are losing to Brighton. I do believe that. Talk your shit. Imagine we're the only decent team to lose to these. I don't like it. It bothers me. And it's not like I have seen Arsenal Football Club over the past 3 seasons go to Anfield with worse teams than this and didn't lose. Right? The 2022-2023 team was up 2-0 against these men. The year after that, it was 1-1. The year after last year, it was 2-2. Teams that's worse than this one and did not lose the game. And then we go there with the best squad. Now, you can't have top Gunners gassing this team up. It's the best squad, the best we've ever been, but you go to Anfield and you lose with it. And you went there with worse teams and got something. And I go around all the content spaces and I remind them, man, what was your prediction going to the Anfield? All of them predicted loss and draws. And I said, I predicted a 1-0 win. I have the receipts. Because I think we could have gotten something. So I'm putting that down to the manager. Big up to Rory. Love, bro. Hope you are good. Enjoying the Sunday. 5 on the bounce, playing Frankfurt on Wednesday. I think, is that at home? Is that a home fixture for him? I'm so gassed. I haven't even looked at the fixture. I should have had my homework. And I don't really take notes before I come on streaming. I just come on here and chat football with you. You know, football junkies like myself. So let me look at the Liverpool fixtures. It is Frankfurt away. And I love this arena in Frankfurt, you know. Yeah, Deutsche Bank Park. I love this arena. When I lived in Germany, I used to go there all the time. It's a fantastic place to go. Not the best. The best stadium to go to in Germany is Signal Iduna Park, where Dortmund play. But this Deutsche Bank Park in Frankfurt, pretty nice. Not gonna lie. Yeah, if they lose that, full meltdown, and then it's Brentford. Is it Brentford away? Yeah, Brentford away after that. But yeah, um, from first to fourth is our Bournemouth in a title race. Waffle down. What you telling me? Bournemouth in this title race, my bro. Uh, BX gonna. These weirdos in these internet footy chats are cooked, brother. I don't get quite a lot of them, but a couple weeks ago, I had got some crazy bots in here on some racist thing. Someone may have to tell me why McAllister looked like Buzz Lightyear today. Who told him to wear that during the game? Nah, he had to put that on when VVD clocked him in the back of the head. Remember, Liverpool are 4 points behind Arsenal instead of 8 points because we didn't try to beat Liverpool. We could only be beaten by a wonder goal or a draw. Guess what happens? Yet the genius at work. Yeah, I'm gonna double down and say that wonder goal should have made it 2-1 or made it 1-1 at best. We did not want to win that game. We did not try to win. Mbappe 1-0 Madrid, so they're top now. Yeah, I think they were tied on points with Barca on 22. They should take him to 24 points. See what you did there. 20 likes. Yes, people, big up. Thank you for your continued support. Slott should have put Endo on at 1-1. I think Endo was injured today, was he not? I didn't see him dressed or on the substitute bench. Where is it? But yeah, listen, Man United set the football landscape on fire today. Yeah, Endo, knock, doubtful, didn't dress today. Big up to Godfrey, man. Hope you are good, my bro. And I say respect to Godfrey. Love my G. Oh yeah, looks like Newcastle did the best out the Isak transfer. Walter Marte filling in role nicely. Yeah, Walter Marte doing his thing. Like they call him, they call him in the Jordy Dread chat. Big Dick Nick. He's out here scoring goals for fun. Well, you got they call him Alexander Nunez, Darwin Isak. Getting the hook. Hey, did y'all notice that when Ekitike came on, he was on some, hey, I'm gonna score, and he was gonna every shot that he got, he was taking. Man wasn't looking to pass anything. Man was like, nah, bro, you came here from Liverpool on some fuckery, and take me out the starting lineup. So man came on and he would have taken his shirt off again today had he scored. And he was active when he came on. That's Diaz. Lope is nonsense. He was on 140. Salah deserves to be hooked. Team was a team last year, very disjointed at the moment. So when I asked the question in the summer, I said, do you think he's tinkering with the team too much? I don't remember if I asked Kent this specifically. But I did ask, do you think he's tinkering with the team too much? Like, you inherited the team, you walk the league, then you go get a luxury signing and Verts, boom. You had to replace Trent. That was a given. But the Kirkes thing, the Verts, like no one saw that coming. Obviously, you had to do what you had to do. Rest in peace to Diogo and Andre. But there was a lot of tinkering with a title-winning team. But yeah, I hear your point about the Diaz. I heard he was on way less than that. Way less. I heard he was on less money than Martinelli. And if you're Luis Diaz, you're looking at that, be like, yeah, man, you can go win the league at Bayern and go far in the Champions League because Bayern are on smoke this year. And you can win leagues and get great wages. And I'm here to tell you, Munich is it's a fantastic city to live in, my bro. I don't care what else, man, you do this season. the job done, employ them. So that's the thing. Liverpool now has to go to OT. Liverpool have to go to Old Trafford now on a must-win revenge type thing. And I don't think they got the energy or the smoke for that. Because the Chelsea game told me a lot about Liverpool. Barring the Endo sub, when Chiesa could have came on and helped him get a point in that. But the Liverpool of old, if they came to your gaff and you punched them up and you beat them like Chelsea did, the consensus around the Liverpool fan base would be like, you know what, Chelsea, fair play to you, but wait till you come to Anfield. We're going to fist you up when you come to Anfield. I didn't hear any of that. Didn't hear any of that energy. It was silence. I don't know if it because it was a last-minute dagger. Or part of it is just that they don't really believe that they were good. They were that good. But I got way too many it's Arsenal's title to lose texts from Liverpool fans. Personally, in group chats, ats, on Instagram, Reels, it's Arsenal. No, we can't do this. There has no Premier League team in the history of football, or no team in the history of football's top flight will ever get away with no shit like this, where they can win the league, walk it. Have the transfer window that you have, where the fan base universally say 8 out of 10 transfer window. Break the transfer record twice, and they say it's another team's to lose. Nope. No one will ever say that. No other team could get away with that. Not Chelsea, not City. Imagine if City was doing this, trying to pass the buck after having such a window. How many was Gyökeres supposed to score against Fulham? I had a 2-0. I thought we would win 2-0. You know, he 2 shots on target. He skied one of them. Got 2 good saves out of Leno. I don't think he was great, but I don't think he was our worst player. Then he should blame injuries. What are we talking about? I done lost track of the chat. Big up to Godfrey, man. Godfrey, member for 2 months. Gotta schedule me a members only stream this week for sure. So we will see Arsenal capitalize on this weekend, or will it just be another moments weekend? And that's it. That's the sticking point, Hendo. That's a huge point. Yeah, we have to make it count. In the weekends where we play first, you know, you go out there and you put the pressure on Liverpool. Now we see that the pressure is affecting them. I caught a bit on this post-game presser. We didn't lose because the ref didn't stop to play for head injury. Proceeds to talk about how fair a team they are and they're not faking injuries and so on. Bro, he went down with a head injury, but I counted when they froze the frame in the halftime show. I counted 5 Liverpool defenders behind the ball when the ball was at Mbeumo's feet, and they didn't deal with it. There's a Scooby-Doo meme where the mask is pulled off Isak, and it's Darwin Núñez. Darwin Isak out here. Yeah. You know, it's the Premier League winning team. Man said he wants to raise, bro. You pay him. But now you got Gakpo over there, and Gakpo did score, but the Luis Diaz press and Trent passing are being missed, grossly underestimated. Because Mo Salah just used to hang out on the side, on the halfway line, waiting for Trent to hoof it to him. Now Connor Bradley's back there, overhitting passes, taking heavy touches. But remember, he locked up Mbappe. Remember that? Liverpool made a mistake by buying Ekitike to punish Newcastle. Oh, shit. Talk your shit, Sheldon. Talk it. That was not a footballing decision. They deserve what they get. But that's the thing. This is why the Newcastle fans are on their necks. Because the Liverpool fans were saying, we took your wife and your side girl. Yep. Isak, main girl. These were the words that they were using. We took your main squeeze and your side thing. You know what I'm saying? And then Walter Mate is actually scoring goals. Now they lost yesterday, but he's scoring flicks in that. You know? Oh, Guna SE says Palace is no joke this season. Well, 3 points. 3 points, Guna. Because here's the thing. We took their best player. I spoke on that already. I said we can't do it United. We can't do it United where we let Brentford dump on us after giving us their best player or selling us their best player. So we can't let a Eze-less Palace turn up to the Emirates and do us. So, you know, I charged the boys with doing 5 of the next 5, and they did 5 of the next 5. So big up to them. Big up to Slim Handle. Say, yeah, we won today. So now my middle gooner head is on. Hey, I can take a home draw next weekend after the Champions League. A home draw. You mean draw to Palace? Oh no, 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 no. We can't do that. Mm-mm. No, Slim Handle. We need 3 points. Mm-mm. All three. We need all three. I'll take a draw versus Atletico for a win over Palace because I just don't think Palace can turn up at the Emirates without Eze. We let him turn us over. That would be embarrassing. Now it might be another difficult watch. Control, control, control. Try to maintain this only conceded one goal from open play thing because Mikel needs something to have one-upsmen on the rest. But the defense is doing absolute madness at the minute. 3 goals conceded. That's half the amount that City's conceded. Liverpool have conceded 11 goals, blood. 11. Liverpool are on the same goal difference as Sunderland. Taking all the digs today. 00-10. 0 for 4. Same goal difference as Sunderland. 2 points off the United. 2 points. The United that they said are shit. United that they like to dog. Damn internet gonna go out as soon as I want to talk about goddamn Liverpool being shit. Same goal difference as Sunderland. United are still on negative goal difference, So yeah, we get to beat Liverpool with that stick as well. You lost to a team with negative goal difference at home. Has that ever happened in the Premier? I'm pretty sure one of the stat merchants is going to dig that up. Premier League champions broke the transfer record twice in the same window and lost at home to a team with negative goal difference. Unheard of. But I'm not accepting anything other than 3 points against Palace. I was also saying we should bring back Danny Welbeck instead of playing Rasmus. Yeah, so you got Welbs coming to Old Trafford next week. Yeah, I'm putting my prediction now. 3-2 Brighton. 3-2 Brighton, my guy. I'm putting that energy out in the world right now. Palace got a good replacement for Eze though. Is that Jeremy Pino? Who's that? It is. I actually rate him. Doing some of the transfer windows. I think that's the same guy that was at Villarreal. Was he not? I'm not sure. I know Wahaha has the super memory of all the players and who they played for from winning that. But yeah, Eze. Big up to Ryan. Hope you're good. Big up BBK Sports. Go on and win this league, please. Now we got 30 more games, bro. Now I was saying yesterday, like if you're an Arsenal fan with underlying health issues, and you got any remnants of heart disease, high blood pressure, hypertension, and you are an Arsenal fan, throughout the course of the season, you might not make it. Yep, your football team might kill you because that shit yesterday where we will score and then shut up shop for 39 minutes and try to stink out a 1-0. It's a dangerous game to play. And I think part of that was because we were away. But next week at home, please, let's play some football. I don't expect you to start 3 attacking 10s, but let's play some free-flowing football. We've scored 15 goals. 7 of those have been from corners, 2 pens. So that's 60% of our goals have been from set pieces. Energy is consistent. I don't know how longer we can sustain that. We have to do better. We must do better, Arsenal. It won't be that embarrassing. You never know, my bro. Yeah, he's a good player. I'm not going to lie. He's a good player. I'm not going to malign him now. Last team to win the league with more than 5 losses was Chelsea in 16-17. So the next 30 games, they can only lose 2. Yeah, they're losing more goals, and they're going to lose more than that. They should lose at the Emirates. They should lose at Old Trafford. They should lose 1 or 2 against City. I don't think Tottenham will win there, but Tottenham beat Tottenham in. You see Tottenham go to the Etihad and win. And like I said, Tottenham have the best home record in the league. I swear they do. I was looking at something earlier where they have the best home record in the league. but they are absolute ass and cheeks at home. Best road record. But that their toilet bowl, they are not good. Don't have beef. Okay. Yeah, thank you for that 1-0, man. Appreciate that. Courtois saving at Madrid asses against 9-man Getafe, and that's one thing I like about the Spanish league. You know, them man play football. Them man play open. I'm looking at plus 7 minutes. Yeah, Courtois. 9 men. How they getting all them men sent off, man? That's mad. That's absolute mad. But yes, people, I think we've beaten Liverpool enough. We've beaten Liverpool enough. Tottenham went up 1-0. Big up to the Waffle Don, came on earlier. Yesterday, we were doing prediction. Man, I actually thought Villa was going to lose to these men. I was like, no, let me look at my Villa. Yep, I had Villa 2-1. Villa 2-1. But yeah, there was my 1-1. But yeah, Tottenham went up and conceded 2. And they're done for the count. Now, it looks like, listen, people, over the next few weeks, City are going to run up some wins. Yeah, going to rack up some wins, right? They have favorable fixtures, right? They have Villarreal in the Champions League. I think they'll win that. Even though they drew to Monaco, a couple of weeks ago. But they also have Swansea in the Cup. But then they got Bournemouth. And then they have Liverpool. Even though Bournemouth will be a tough game, I think they have enough to win that. But then they have Liverpool right before the international break. So, now, that one we'll be praying for a draw, in it, because we really don't want City to be picking up points. So a draw would be like a perfect result in that match. But the Tottenham loss was like a consolation over the weekend. We knew Chelsea was going to beat Ange and get them man sacked. No big surprise there. Where are we at? Yeah, final. Yeah, Xabi Alonso, top of the league again. Under very underly goalie, just too much injury. I think you mean underrated. Big up to Madman. See, Madman come in after I finished the Liverpool cooking, but big up, man. Big up. I think I've seen Madman in our Jody Dreads chat a bunch of times. Big United fan, massive. So big up to you, bro. I'm no Madman today. Liverpool, hold that, you frauds. Now, what was your prediction going into this game, Madman? Did you predict the win? I had a 1-1 for you, man, to get something. And that wasn't just all hope. That wasn't just all hope. That was actually thinking that United were going to be up for this game. I actually thought Cunha and Mbeumo could get change out of Kirkes and Connor Bradley. I did get a little worried when I saw Casemiro in the middle of the park, like, oh shit, he's a yellow card waiting to happen, with the legs of Gravenberch and Szoboszlai, who got, pace and power and run all day. But Casemiro did well up until he lunged. That lunge came in the 58th minute. Now, I thought that lunge would have came in the 15th minute when he was getting overran. So the fact that lunge came in the 58th minute when he got booked, I was like, okay, he's going off now. Ugarte comes on. Amorim managed the game. He managed the game. Yeah, Guna. Yes, Madman. My prediction was right on with you, bro. You had a 1-1. I had a 1-1. But Harry Maguire. When United score early and he is forced to defend against aerial headers, he is great at that. And his movement in the box to get away from Konate was Harry Maguire-esque. Yeah, that's what I'm saying. But that's when he ran out of gas. That's when I think it was Salah that got away from him and he had to lunge. But I didn't think he would last that long, to be fair. Big up, Hendo. Appreciate you checking in, bro. Manners and respect every time. Told you he's our best mid. He is for an hour. And I thought they were going to run him ragged to the point where he would get tired earlier. But he did well. He did well. 1-1 for you. Now, big up to Yudi. Big up to Yudi from Loudmouth Football, because Yudi and I did a show in the summer. And Yudi forecasted all of this. Yudi is a Liverpool fan. Yudi does content. And Yudi said, yeah, he said this in the summer. This is not a reaction. He actually said this. And I think a lot of Liverpool fans got onto him for it. But last year, Liverpool was Mo Salah was a motivated man. This version of Mo Salah that you're seeing is what FSG thought they were going to see last year. That's why they let his contract run down. Because if he was performing like this, they wouldn't have to pay him. But because he performed so well last year and they won the league, they were forced to pay him. They bet on themselves and they lost. Salah bet on himself and won. He was class for the hour. I can't disagree there, man. Clutch gold. Yeah, and you know what? For some reason, I thought Dorgu would have done better, but he came on and he was getting cooked by Frimpong. You know that cross that Frimpong put on Gakpo's head. Gakpo should have scored that. Should have. Late goal. They got a taste of their own medicine, even though it wasn't at the death. Yeah, you know, but you know it's poetic justice, isn't it? Big up to Mark. Say, what did you think about our game? It was painful to watch because I think without the corner we draw the game. The Man U win shows Mikel was all wrong against Liverpool. Mark, I beat this drum for like 20 minutes, 15, 20 minutes at the beginning of the show. You're spot on. And I really think Mikel really wanted to. I think Arteta wanted to start with Mikel Merino in the midfield because as soon as we scored, he hooked Eze, which was the most alarming thing for me. I'm like, what is he doing? So that tells me that's the midfield you really wanted to have on the pitch. We scored in the 58th minute. Eze is off in the 60th minute. Like, what are we doing? Or are you saving him for next week? Or are you saving him for Atletico? If that's what it is, fair. But trying to shore up shop and see out the game at 1-0 when there's 30 minutes on without stoppage, you know, it's kind of long for me. Yeah, Yudi, I'm gonna give you your flowers, bro. You keep the conversation honest. You know, Yudi, Scants, I've kept the conversation honest. But you see that damn big preach and that D-dubs, them damn deflection merchants. Big them up every single time. But they deflect the shit out of some accountability. Big up to Mito still, because Mito been passing out accountability. Just say it's bad. Just say you're playing pro. Don't go make up some stats for worse now, because I heard Slott came out and saying, hey, we played well. He created chances. No, he didn't, bro. You're not about to gaslight us to make us believe what we're seeing is not what we're seeing. Salah's decline was seen last season once March. Yeah, but that's the thing, because we were so shit, wahaha. Arsenal was so shit, and we let Liverpool walk the league with 84 points. That decline wasn't of any consequence. His decline was inconsequential last year because my club allowed it because we were so shit. Had that been Man City chasing Liverpool last year, I think it would have been different. Assembled, bigging up Madman. Madman, big up the assembled. Madman is happy as a pig in shit right now. Just loving life. Why people rate Dorgu is beyond me. I've seen him put in some good performances. Now, maybe it's just flashes. I don't watch him like that. I'm sure you have a keener look at him. But he seems strong on the ball, fast, pace and power, wicked left foot. I mean, if I'm wrong, I'm wrong. But I don't think he's from what I've seen, I don't think he's terrible as a wingback. He can pass, can cross, can't defend. Damn, he can run a lot, but that's about it. Damn. Well, haha, Mark's hard, you know. Madman, do you agree with that? You agree? Madman said I've been calling for a proper left wingback. Dorgu and all that. Wow. Okay. Hey, listen. I won't be wrong and strong. If I have two United fans who watch him faithfully telling me that he ain't all that, I will defer to your expertise, my bro. But from what I've seen from him, and I'm not going to pretend like I don't watch United games, unless the Arsenal game are on another big team, I'll watch it. But when I've seen him, he's been good. He's been okay. Listen, Liverpool had chances. We should have bagged more. Did we deserve to get something from this? I think we did. Gakpo did take shots, though. That low block, nothing on him. Yeah, he should have scored that header, though. He was 5 yards out. He's 5 yards away from the goal. You know, I was torn between the 2-2 or 1-1. I was always going to predict the draw. I just don't think Liverpool was. I don't know, there was something off, and it wasn't just this game. It was in the Chelsea game. It was in the Palace game, Burnley game. Liverpool losing last minute winner. It couldn't happen to a. Hey, hey, man, like the Shell Don with the comment of the day. Well done, my brother. Well done, Majid. That was a fantastic play on words. Pick up to the Waffle Don. Talk about that 160 million pound signing that can't start in a dada. Someone sent me a picture of him on the bench, and the caption said, Verts in his 160 million playing his right position as he's sitting there on the bench. I'm like, oh, it's about to be a long week. Now, thank God that Liverpool have Champions League fixtures. Because if they were playing one game a week like United and have to go through the whole week of memes and listen, now listen, once I get off of here and I go consume some more content, when I go look at the ones that give it, not Udi, not Scants, but that damn Roms and Monts. You're not even KJ, because KJ, even though KJ came in here with smoke the other day, I knew it was fake. I knew the nervousness was there. It was fake chest. So when I asked, I had to push him and ask and say, from a scale of 0 to 10, what's your worries levels like going up against United? Man said a 0, but it wasn't there. The chest wasn't all there. The nervousness was palpable. Damn near tangible. You could feel it. You can almost touch it. Chiesa Ekitike should have started ahead of Salah Isak. There's no way that would have happened. Not with Mo Salah's record against United. I couldn't see that happening at all. And I don't think Slott trusts Chiesa to put up 90 minutes. His body might break down. He might just see him as the impact sub, like Trossard or Martinelli. When Trossard starts for us, he's fantastic. I mean, when Trossard comes off the bench for us, he's fantastic. When he starts, though, my God, dud. Big up to the Waffle Don in the building. Man is calling out Slott today. Oh, is he? Arne Slott. I was hearing a few weeks ago how Salah will turn up against United. For a few weeks, yeah. All up until kickoff. Man was saying captain him. I took him out my FPL blood. I took him out to be like, no, you're not about to fuck up my money no more. 14 million, 2 goals. Come on, Brad. Yeah, I took him out. Big up to Mark. I'll be so real. I'm afraid of City more than Liverpool because City is second. So they don't have a lot to lose. They can do a positive run to put pressure on us to always win. So over the next few games, City will win. City will beat Bournemouth. City will beat I'm not sure who City got. I think City's going to win their next 2-3 games. And the pressure will always be there, as it should. This is why winning the Premier League feels so good for those who are old enough to remember, because it's difficult. But because we were so shit last year, we made it easy for Liverpool. We made it look easy for them, man. But I do think we can beat Palace, Burnley, and Sunderland. So out of our next 3, I'm expecting 9 points. Right? I charged the team to do it against West Ham and Fulham, and they did that. That turned up missing, maybe. This may have been, because he's had some dud performances, but today, he was. I think to say he's off it is like an understatement. He was miles away. Where is that guy Nems? Seeing him move. Oh, so so you've seen it too. It's not just the community. It's not just this community over here. I'm glad you clocked this. And make sure whenever you see him, man, don't let him get away from this. Make sure you listen. We're dishing out accountability over here. Yep, accountability pies and pancake. And he's got to eat some because no one told him to do that. You know, man, he was Nems AFC. Man was out here infiltrating chats and group chats and that. Where's that guy Nems? Seen him moving with bare chest in other streams. Nems AFC must be set free. Nah, he's gonna be Nems CFC or MCFC soon. But and boy, my FPL had a bad feeling he'd scored. Had a feeling he'd score. Yeah, I mean, you look at the Liverpool fullbacks and you're like, ah. You know, if Garnacho was getting Bradley sent hooked at halftime on yellow cards and that, there's the glory song fit them now. You'll never walk alone. One loss, not enough. Yes, to another one. You'll never walk alone. Yeah, the Wahaha. What you saying? Wahaha, madman. When them man turn up to Old Trafford, 3 points. Yeah, I'm not expecting no grudge matching. I'm not expecting them man to turn up at Old Trafford and be like, yo, we getting hope. You got to stick it to him then. Confidence. Advantage Liverpool now. Man looking for names across YouTube. That he brought this on himself. He brought this on himself. Like, if you want attention, just make content. Right? Just make content, you know? But when you do that, when you go from one club to another one, the other one is surging, just keep it going, bro. There's going to be NAM CFC. You know? He ain't coming out. Big up to you for showing his face. Big up to Scants. Yeah? We haven't seen Mr. Battered in a while, but we didn't see him before the skid started. So I don't know. I can't put it. Well, he's running. No, but it's been over a while. We did see him after they beat us though. The first international break, he was around. But come out and play. Chris Welch, Mr. Battered, haven't been around. LFC Monster, I'm sure he's somewhere licking his wounds. But you know, beat Frankfurt on Tuesday or Wednesday, whenever it is. They'll be back in the spaces. It's a derby. No matter how shit you are, you gotta go. You gotta go for the win. Yeah. Amorim did a tactical masterclass. That's why I was adamant for Amorim to do it. He did it. He did what we couldn't. And I'm pretty sure there's a shameless United fan somewhere right now going around saying Amorim did what Arteta couldn't. And at this point, don't even care. We have to hold it, right? But hey, man. Appreciate that. Appreciate you going to Anfield and doing what we couldn't. Appreciate you going to Anfield and taking points off Liverpool because we couldn't do it. Nems is in my group chat came after me. Came after a while, then disappeared. Oh my God. No way we go and move like Arteta. Yeah, facts, man. I can hear it, man. Amorim deserved the praise that he's getting today. Absolutely. Now, I was shocked that he started Sesko on the bench. Thought he would have started Sesko, to be fair. But, hey, where's the Arteta chat now? No, where's the Amorim chat now? As much as, hey, every United fan who's maligned him over the past, 9, 10, 11 months, you give him his flowers today. This proves that if we actually played proper football, then defensive football would have gotten 3 points at Anfield. That's what I'm saying, Suj. I don't want to hear this, we lost to a wonder goal. No, that should have made it a consolation. Okay, he did an Odell Beckham. He called it a one-hand touchdown. But the New York Giants lost the game. Kirk is learning how to backpedal up with Van Dijk next to him. Passive as fuck. 4 in a row. They can hold that. Big up to Rasta Stocks. Manners and respect. Big up to the United fans throwing love tonight. Frankfurt would beat Liverpool. More tears coming, brother. Now, I'm satisfied with the 3 points dropped today. But I'm here for this. I'm absolutely here for this. Now, Monaco Monaco played City and got something from City. It was Galatasaray that beat up on Liverpool. They can absolutely get something. I think they can. But hey, who's to say? I'm here for it. But at the same time, there is a lot to improve on. Amorim pissed me off versus City. Useless performance. Yeah, that 3-0 was a bad look. I'm not gonna lie. Did Scans predict they would lose? Now Scans predicted 2-1. Scans predicted 2-1. Big Preach said 3-0. 30 seconds later, everyone was putting the eyeballs like, bro, that's out the window. You didn't even make it to 2 minutes, bro. Yep. Mito predicted a 3-2. Yeah. There's lots of things I didn't like, but gets a free pass for a few days. I'm here. They've never done it. Not in the Premier League era. There's pressure there to do it because he won versus the Scousers. Bro, I give credit where it's due, but all the same time, if you make mistakes, I will cook you, including the manager, and that's the players. Rasta stocks dishing out more accountability. It's rare these days, but it's a small community. Hold them accountable. It's real now. Slot's a slut. Haven't even got a second nut back to back. Back to back. Drake settings. Body and meat milling that. Liverpool fans said it was hopium when they predicted United to get a result. Look who's looking silly now. Good chance for the double. Oh, license to get revoked. Listen, they're not as confident about coming to Old Trafford as they did before this game, because the few of them that thought they were actually going to win today have been humbled. But the ones that I talked to who said they were going to win and said they weren't nervous, I could feel the nervousness. I could hear it in their voice. They had no chest like that. Emma is the slut. Hey, Sheldon. Mama Dash Regul. Mama Dash what? Hey, listen, I told you, he might be this, he might be that, but bro, he ain't Allison. Liverpool ain't winning no league title. So right now they're sitting fourth, bro. So in the span of 1 week, they went from a 5-point lead on us to a 1-point deficit. The international break goes, international break ends, and that 1 point turns into 4. So in 3 match weeks, 9-point swing. Right? Arsenal pick up 3 wins. Liverpool pick up 3 losses. 9-point swing. You gotta love it. Madman said we're moving to them at OT, calling it now. I'm here for it. Man. But this is football needed this. Not one Liverpool fan, not one rated their transfer window less than an 8. It was 8s, 8.5s. If we get Isak, it's a 10. Well, you got Isak. You got him. You got Isak. And now what? Man got hooked. Hooked and took stinker and hooked. Where did they go from here? Where did they go with the Florian bits? Bro, going to Anfield, I always used to feel uneasy because I know winning there is difficult. This version of Liverpool, this version can be got at. And I wasn't saying that just for copium or had my top Guna hat on. I thought we were good enough to beat them. The 1-0 prediction is there on record. I thought we were good enough to beat them, motherfuckers. But my manager decided, no, I'm going to go play for a draw. This is what happens. This is what happens when you play for a win. You give yourself a better chance. Give yourself a chance to win, Big up to Latvia and Gunnar. Hope you are good, bro. Yep, if we get Isak, we're winning the quad. I heard that too. We can't let him walk it back. We have all the receipts, We have all the receipts. God bless this small community because we got all the receipts. This version of Liverpool is soft. Soft. Hey, man say soft. That'd be a good answer. We are winning the league. Remember that clip of Usam? We are winning the league. I'm pretty sure he's had a meltdown today. He had a meltdown yesterday watching us score. Why would he have a meltdown watching us score from a set piece? You know why? Because he knew that this would happen today. Deep down, they know that they're not that team. They're not that good. Now, they might come good. Pause. It might click at some point. But this version, no one is scared of these men. Quite up L's. Line them up. Line them up. Now, Arne Slott, he's about to see what this British media is really about. When tough questions are being asked. Last year, they were asking you about, your favorite razor that you used to shave your head and shit. Now they're going to ask you, like, hey, what's up with your $100 million signings? What's up with your record guy over there with 400 bags? Almost knocked somebody out in the stands 2 yards away from the goal. On your favorite left foot, it's not like he was swinging at the ball with your right foot. And so this version of Liverpool is soft. We need to talk about Squirts, aka Ben 10. Hey, listen, worthless. You can't get away with it. Talk your thing. Listen, the celebration police need to fuck off and leave. Oh, no. Let them celebrate. They get to celebrate however the hell they want to. It's 0010, bro. He's on 10. He is on 10 in all comps. 008 might be in the perm. But the dagger. Harry Maguire doing knee slides at Anfield. Hey, Harry goes back to Manchester tonight, man. He has the key to the city. His whole family walk into any restaurant this whole week in Manchester. They eat for free. Complimentary bottle champagne show up to the table and that. Yeah? Slot feeling the pressure. Klopp was not given a transfer window like this. Never. Unprecedented, madman. They broke the transfer record twice in the same window. That's every manager's dream. The transfer record, the window that he had, luxury signings, additions, replacements, depth, got it all. And this is a healthy Liverpool team, a healthy Liverpool team. Let them pick up an injury in their back line. Oh, shit. Let Van Dijk or Konate pick up an injury. Then what? Straight slap up settings. Right? Now, Mo Salah goes another game or another 2 games stinky and he gets dropped. Who's playing right wing? Frimpong? You're right back. As he does play there for the national team. Slot lost more hair follicles during that match. He's not going to need a razor soon. Yeah. All kinds. He's played 2 Champions League games, bro. Yeah, he played against Atletico and he played against Gala. 0010. No goals, no assists. He has 1 assist in the Community Shield. And they shamelessly tried to count that 5-yard pass he made to Ekitike against Palace. We'll be like, no, you can't do that. Now you sound like Arteta at the press conference. Because if you can't count the Community Shield trophy, you can't count the Community Shield stats. I think that's a fair bargain. Not for that's what it is, my bro. I say $156 million. Okay, that's what it is in the US dollars. That's what they said on the USA Network. 156. It sounds worse. So I use that. We use whatever currency that makes it sound worse. If I were Big Harold tonight, I'd be doing rounds. Brother. Yes, you do it. Yep. You walk outside. Don't care if it's cold. You just get a clean top. Yeah, you get a clean jersey, the same away kit. And you wear the away kit, long sleeve, and you walk around Manchester tonight, bro. You're getting all the cheeks. Yep, do it. Arteta should buy Maguire for 70 million. Put him up top. That forehead, brother. The amount of thrust that he puts into when that forehead makes contact. Marmadesh, man, was just let me just watch this roller coaster line. It was beautiful to watch. Match, yay, do it. The hell, do it. Let them know what the business is. Shamelessly. Let them have it. Harold, Prince of Manchester. saying 156 million is outrageous, expensive saffron on the market. Saffron words. Oh my days! But we have to cook them though. We can't let them get away with this because no other team would. And you hear it once or twice that Liverpool are the media darling, so no one's is really gonna hold them accountable. But you should and you must, because this transfer window was unprecedented. It was like no other. And you win the league, so you're strengthening from a position of strength. So none of them, everyone, that man, even the ones that were on the fence went into the season saying FSG in. Everybody was FSG in. Everyone loves FSG now. And I said these words verbatim going into the season. If Liverpool don't win the league this season, their fans cannot blame FSG. They can't blame anyone other than that bald Dutch guy. And the last time we heard the term that bald Dutch guy, they were talking about the guy in Manchester who everyone wanted out. Worst cause. Jesus. Not even gonna try to attempt to read that number. Yeah, brother. It's that number. Man, on some infinity prices. They have to hold court, man. You have to hold court. There ain't no any. I swear, you've been a legendary. They have to hold court. Because listen, do we remember? Of course we remember. It wasn't that long ago. We remember how unbearable 5 for 5 was. 5 for 5. Shut up. You couldn't even get a sentence in. You couldn't get a word in. We're 5 for 5. We're 5 for 5. We're 5 for 5. But now, the wheels come off. Or the wheels are coming off. And I'm here for it. I'm absolutely here for it, man. We love it. People, Jesus Christ. Match reaction weekend show is supposed to be an hour or less. And look, an hour and 13 minutes of absolute fun chatting to you absolute legends. People, big up on the damn self. Manners and respect every single time. Make sure that you are sub to the channel if it's your first time around these parts. Appreciate your comments. Appreciate your thoughts. Boy 10 again said Anfield was shook, by the way. It was a library, bro. And Buemo turned Anfield into a library. And I'm here for it. Pick him up every single time. But we'll be back, people. We got all week. Even when the Champions League kick off, we're still going to talk about this. We're going to beat Liverpool while they're down. Yeah? Love for the love, people. Like I always... Oh, shit. Listen. Oh, God. 285 Italian lira. Can I explain after 7 years that club was so stinky and sort of? It's the manager, bro. At one point during the game, we're doing short corners and long throws, like in the 20th minute. Short corners and long throws. He can't coach an attack. But that's the talking points that I'm leading tomorrow's show with. Can Arteta coach an attack? Because he has Gyökeres. He has the prolific scorer who scored almost 100 goals over the past 2 years in Europe. So that's what I'm leading with tomorrow. So I'll pick that conversation up tomorrow as I'm winding down this show. But big up to you. We won. We won the weekend. United won the weekend, but we also won the weekend. We won yesterday. We won today. Big up to you every single time, people. Big up. DJB is live. Not a whole bunch of you in here. So make sure you just go over there and head over to DJB. Sunday kickback with the absolute legend that he is. I think Normski might be on stream with him. But big up to all of you, man. At some points, the results must catch up to the performances. Yeah, what I want, speaking of catching up, I want our attack to catch up to our defense. Right? Or get close to it. The way the defense is clicking, I need the attack to catch up. 23 billion Japanese yen for saffron birds. Big up, people. We'll leave it here, man. Big up to you every single time. Like I always say, take care of yourselves and each other. Until next time, we are gone.